Alright, let's get right into it. While California Governor Gavin Newsom was busy holding a rally to push his so-called redistricting reform, which, let's be honest, is just another power grab to keep Democrats in control, ICE agents rolled in and started making arrests. Yes, you heard that right. Immigration enforcement right outside the Japanese-American National Museum, where Newsom was pitching his new plan to rig California's congressional map. Let's be clear about what's going on here. Newsom is calling it the Election Rigging Response Act. The goal? Redraw the state's districts not because it's right, but because Texas and other states are protecting their own interests. So, California Democrats want to bypass the independent commission and draw the lines themselves. Translation: stack the deck so only Democrats win. And when ICE shows up to do their job enforcing the law, actually protecting the border, Newsom calls it weakness. That's rich coming from a guy whose policies have turned California into a magnet for illegal immigration and crime. Gregory Bovino, the Border Patrol chief, put it plainly, "We're here making Los Angeles a safer place since we don't have politicians that'll do that." And honestly, he's right. But Newsom and his friends don't see it that way. They see law enforcement as the enemy, not the criminals breaking the law. That's why when ICE shows up, they cry intimidation. No, it's called doing your job. Now, all this chaos didn't just end with a couple of arrests. President Trump stepped in, calling for the National Guard, over 2,000 troops plus 700 Marines, to restore order as protests erupted. Hundreds arrested. Why? Because the left would rather protest ICE than support law and order. And let's not forget, Trump even floated the idea of arresting Newsom himself for failing to keep the peace. He said, "Gavin likes the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing. He's done a terrible job." And looking at the state of things in California, can you blame him? Here's the bottom line. Newsom and the Democrats are scrambling to rewrite the rules because they're losing control. They're desperate to keep their grip on power, so desperate they're willing to trash the independent redistricting commission, disregard federal law, and demonize anyone who stands in their way. But Americans are waking up. We see through the political theater. Law enforcement isn't the enemy. The real threat is politicians who think the rules only apply to everyone else. And if California wants to play political games, maybe it's time for the rest of America to pay attention and push back. That's the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Stay tuned for more truth, no matter how uncomfortable it gets.